What's up, everybody? It's M. Sal. I'm back with another book review. The book we're going to review today is the book The Way I Am by Eminem, the autobiography. I'm pretty sure this book came out around the time, a little bit before Relapse came out. He had his overdose. He was recovering. He might have wrote this book when he was fat. I'm not trying to, pick at Eminem, but, I followed his whole career. He's been one of my favorite rappers. He was my favorite rapper when I was young. I listened to him so much, I got sick of him. So now I've moved on to other rappers. But still, when I hear his music, it touches me. Naughty way. No, but his music's very good, and his book is just as good. I said Jay-Z had the heaviest book in my collection. Eminem has the biggest book in my collection. And it's kind of a picture book. It's a total autobiography, but there's a lot of pictures, which I love. That's very different. A lot of autobiographies just have a few pages in the middle of the book of their lives, of pictures. His book is filled with pictures, and the pages aren't that long. So I read this book in like a day and a half, but I've honestly read this book like 5 or 6 times, maybe more. And it's a great book. It tells his whole story of his life. Growing up, moving around a lot, getting picked on in school for being white, just getting the shit kicked out of him. And then he met Proof. He started rhyming. Before he was rhyming, he was actually an artist. He was like painting and drawing. He would paint on people's jeans and like their jackets and shirts and make a business off of that. So he had that going. What impressed me was he drew Eazy-E on somebody's like jean jacket, which it's hard, man. Eminem's definitely talented in more than one way. And yeah, it talks about making his first album. Even before his first album, talks about him doing at the hip hop shop in Detroit, doing freestyle ciphers with the guys who later became D12, battling. Going to the Rap Olympics, losing, but that's actually where his life changed. Even though he lost, someone said, "Hey, I like your music," and Eminem was like, "Yes, screw it," and just like literally threw a mixtape at him, which was, I think, the Slim Shady EP, or was it Infinite? No, it was the Slim Shady EP, and he gave it to Dr. Dre. The rest is history. Eminem links up with Dr. Dre to make the Slim Shady LP, and it was magic. It was beautiful. Talks about making My Name Is and how controversial it was, especially the music video. Talks about going on the road with Proof and doing a lot of drugs. He actually wasn't big into drugs at first and was actually somewhat against drugs, but then he just randomly started taking it. He was like, screw it. Just like he did with his tape, he was like, screw it, and just started taking drugs, and it just never stopped. It got out of hand. Talks about 8 Mile. In 8 Mile, he had a treadmill in his trailer, or I don't know where he had a treadmill, but he had a treadmill. He literally just run before scenes to get pumped, I guess, and he'd write rhymes in between set performances, and that's where he wrote Lose Yourself, and I think most of the 8 Mile soundtrack, which if you ever watch the movie or listen to the album, it's freaking great soundtrack. Great songs on there. And the movie is just beautiful itself. It's a classic. I'm sure you've seen it. If you're a fan of hip-hop, you've definitely seen it. If not, you're slipping. But no, for real. This book is very good. I give it a 10 out of 10 rating. Just like Jay-Z's book, this has a lot of his lyrics, but in a different way. These are his actual notes. Jay-Z just had his lyrics and then decoded them. This is his actual notes from he used to have a big garbage bag full of just papers that he wrote rhymes in, like chicken scratch. He wrote it so small that no one could read it. He wrote it in ways that no one can read it, so no one could bite his rhymes if he lost his bag. But he has so many lyrics in this book, and it's just beautiful to see the process of a genius. Eminem is a genius. And if you listen to his newer stuff, it just proves it. He's not stopping. He's going to be 70 years old, making rhymes, spitting faster than anyone else in the game on the real tip. And what I like about this is this book came out before Relapse. And I think Relapse was a changing moment for Eminem because, yeah, he was just coming back from hard times. He retired after Encore a little bit and took a hiatus. And he came back with Relapse, which I think is a great album, even though he did like an accent the whole album. Then he had Relapse 2 where he did an accent the whole album. I still thought the lyrics were great, melodies, the songs were just great. And then I think he became his biggest, in my opinion, with mainstream America. He already had a relationship with mainstream America, but I think when Recovery came out, I remember I was in school, I was in like middle school, and I'd be like, yo, Eminem's the best, Eminem's the best. And I'd be like, what are you talking? Eminem sucks. And then all of a sudden in high school, Recovery comes out, and everyone's like, yo, I love the way you lie, that song's fire. I'm like, yeah, but you're just jumping on the bandwagon. And it pissed me off a little bit being an Eminem fan, but, you know, all power to him, because I think Recovery's the moment where he hit his peak. So for him to take a hiatus, thinking maybe I'm never going to rap again, and come back and be better than ever, it's inspirational. And, yeah. So this book, you know, talks about his relationship with his mom, with his girl, Kim. Talks about their house used to get robbed all the time in Detroit before he made it. He moved into this one house that literally got robbed like 10 times by the same people. And then he made it, moved into another house, and he literally couldn't get a moment of peace because fans were just knocking on the door saying, hi, Eminem, can I get a picture with you? It's like, dude, I'm trying to make some eggs. But, yeah, you know, this book tells the whole story of Eminem's life. What I like about it is it's not just his life, it's very hip-hop oriented. I like hearing more about the hip-hop process more than the childhood memories and stuff. I'm in it for the hip-hop, not the nostalgia. But this is a great book, 10 out of 10. If you're an Eminem fan, if you're a hip-hop fan, this is a must-have book. All right, I'm M. Sal. I'll see you at the next book review. Peace.